Hello, welcome to another new episode of Kaki Soccer World. Well, we are reaching the quarterfinal to the Women's World Cup 2019. Well, before talking to the quarterfinal, I would like to say about a very hot topic, a very heated debate around the match between England and Cameroon. Um, this for this match, it stirred up a lot of conversation and discussion, mainly talking about the behavior of the Cameroon player on the field. Even the England head coach Phil Neville also makes some comments, as you can see on the screen after the match. So I will make my comment and my judgment afterwards. The incidents arise from, I think, from the 15 minutes in the match when England was awarded a free kick, and eventually their players scored from the free kick. Cameroon side did not think that it should be a free kick. Well, I think this come from the bad pass from their player and making them believe that it should not be a free kick. And then the situations ran into chaos, because Cameroon player could not control themselves. What makes things aggregated is that the second goal given to England. The second goal was originally an offside, but after after the review by VAR, the referee award the goal to England. So in this way, the Cameroon player is very furious about the referee decision, and even decide to walk out of the match. But uh, eventually it is stopped by their coach and their team. And then the match went into chaos again. Especially the Cameroon player could not control their behavior on the field. Even though should be a goal in the early second half, also overturned by the VAR decision. So the Cameroon players, one of the Cameroon players spat on the England captain Tony Duncan, and also making very harsh tackle to the central defender Houghton. So that's why it stir up a lot of debates afterwards to see whether Cameroon side should be responsible for this kind of unsporting behavior. To be frank, if you look into live match and also the match report, Cameroon side do not deserve uh, even a hair of sympathy. We should not be sympathetic to them. Especially the coach also say that, oh, the referee awarded the match to England um, from the 15 minutes in the first half. So they already prejudice make the prejudice against England and against the referee. This was a really false accusation. Undeniably, this is true. And I also had nothing against Phil Neville, especially I think its comment is somehow fair to the situation. But but what makes me uh, doubt is that, well, being uh prof- a legendary Manchester United player, how could you, how could I believe what you what you are talking about? after the match. I'm not I'm not an anti Manchester United soccer fan, but your previous behavior when you were the Manchester United player, especially your brother Gary Neville, how could you make me trust that you really know the football? You really know what should be a professional footballer's behave? If I were you, I would rephrase the following. I would rephrase the following comments. Something like, we didn't feel like football. We got to be honest. The matches in when were playing Manchester United in terms is not the things that I would like to see from footballers in terms of the behaviors. This is going out worldwide, and we could not stand here and say particularly we enjoy your match and your playing in Manchester United. Well, our fans didn't enjoy it, except the the die-hard Manchester United fans. I would rephrase in something like this, and I really doubt you never. If you you really know about what is really talking about the football, what is really in the football, and being the head coach, I think you really have to conclude and review what happened to your player. If you look into the match against Cameroon, I think this is one of the worst performance made by the Lioness, especially in the early second half. There are a number of chances that could put Cameroon even level, and at 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 2-2, and also even if not level, at least they could score one back in the match. So those the chances created by the Cameroon side were also somehow led off by your own player, like the central defender and the left flank player Greenwood. I think she is one of the witness link in the team. So instead of talking about the unsporting behavior, why would you not conclude and review your player performance? If you just focus on what happens on the field and tell how unfair it is to our player, it was to our player, then I think it would be doomed to fail in the coming knockout stage. Yes, so I think if Phil Neville do not think about your team's performance, I think this should be one of the factors that leading to the failure of England in the quarterfinal and even in the semi-final. Well, I think it is time to have very touching and encouraging comments. Instead, well, this is one of the very touching moments I think in the World Cup so far, made by the legendary Brazilian midfielder Matra. Matra's make a very short speech after the match in the last 16s against the host France. Even though they walked out of the competition, they were being eliminated. Matra, really looking forward to the next generation and make the speech to the young players that okay, we do the national team did not rely on me or Christine, the striker, but depends on you. the younger generation to survive. Well, that is a very touching and powerful speech to all the players. I mean not only the Brazilians, but to all the women soccer players around the world, especially the younger generation, to say that, well, the future is on your hands. The future is up on your hands to design. You could perform the what the best in the big tournaments. That is to be very and very an encouraging one. Was it? So I really think that they should have more and more encouraging conversation instead in the coming matches and in the coming days. So let's see what we could have in the quarterfinals. Well, I will make my very brief analysis tomorrow if the time is allowed.